What's up, all you married at first sight people out there? What'd you guys think of tonight's episode? I thought Johnny, first off, was having a serious meltdown. The more I listen to him and Val interact, it seems like she's the more mature of the two. I don't think he's ready for this. I didn't mention on my last video how he was talking about how he just doesn't like Bal's personality. He thinks she acts like a child and he's not attracted to her personality. He even said tonight, he told the group, all the guys met together and the girls met together, but he said, I'm attracted to her. He said, I'm not attracted to her. And all the guys are looking at him like, what? Like, looking at him like, we thought you guys were getting along. He says, well, I'm attracted to her physically, but not her personality. I mean, this dude was having a meltdown, started crying. Jose was trying to, console him and hugging him and stuff. I'm like, this dude is really having a meltdown on TV. And how's she gonna feel when she goes back and looks at the footage of this? She's like, "Oh, you like me so much, you started to cry about it." So I had a flashback from Chris and Paige. I'm like, does Johnny have Chris tendencies? Is he trying to act like I'm not attracted to you, so I don't know what to do, but you can bail if you want. Give me an easy way out. I'm like, wow. And I have to reassess Val and Johnny. I thought out of everybody, they were the two that were definitely going to make it. But now I'm like, looks like I could be wrong. Each couple met with each other's friends, and yeah, Johnny is just, it's like he's feeling guilty for bringing Val to the wedding or getting with her, and he just, I don't know. One week he seems to like her, the next he seems like he's somewhere else. So, Gil and Mirla. So their friends meet, and it just seems like money is going to be the main issue with these two, because she's, like I keep saying, she's not willing to bend. And Mirla stated that she doesn't want to live in Gil's apartment. She said something about, his lifestyle was a deal breaker. She said he's the total opposite of her. She's driven by money and he's not. And she's not going to bend on that. She's shaking her head no, and that's just a non-negotiable for Mirla. It's just a situation that has to mature. If she's got to change her mindset. Gil seems like he's frugal and he's not going to start, he doesn't mind, buying expensive things here and there, but his thing is like, don't break the bank on it. It's going to hurt us. And so, yeah, you can really see where this is headed. I watched the Unfiltered show, and it had Gil on there, it had Ryan, and it had Michaela. But yeah, let me jump to Michaela and Zach. Now I thought Michaela was going to be the problem, because she had a meltdown last week and left the apartment. She apologized, and I thought everything was good, like Zach said when they met with Pastor Cal. And then come to find out at the end of the show, they were supposed to have a housewarming, and she canceled it, and Zach was really mad about that. So I'm noticing Zach is kind of hard. Like, once you offend him, he's not gonna let it go so easily. I mean, the end of the show, he was talking about he felt sick just pulling up to the apartment, asked her was she gonna stay in there for the night, and he didn't want to. And she's like, man, I apologize. Like, what do you want? And he's like, he even told her friends, I've been through this before, and I'm always getting the loud woman that acts, crazy in public. And I've seen this before. I know where it's headed. Is she like this normally? And they're like, no, normally she's not like this, but you got to get to know her. He just seems like he flipped a switch. He was really into her. Now all of a sudden, they have one fight, and he's like, he won't let it go. That's generally not how men act. men usually, take it on the chin and move on, especially if you're trying to make the marriage work. It seems like Michaela is acting more like the man and he's acting more feminine, which, I'm not trying to insult him or anything, but you got to forgive and move on, especially in a marriage. You can't just keep harping on, well, you did this and that. Well, give her another chance and see what she does next time. And don't give her a reason to do that. It's like now he's almost trying to force her to act a certain way so he can bail on her. You know, I think some of these folks get in these marriages and maybe because it's on TV, they realize this is more than they bargained for and they're not really ready for it like they thought they were. And that seems to be what's happening between Zach and Johnny. The women seem to be holding it together, and the dudes are just like showing low testosterone. Seems to be the way of American society nowadays. Low testosterone, high estrogen. What's up with that? But man, he's got to forgive her. Stop bringing it up. I know she's going to get sick of hearing that. And remember, he said that he was looking forward to their first fight to see how she would react. So now, like I said, it's almost like he's trying to push her into a situation where she can overreact, and then he can say, look, see, she's mentally unsound here. I might have to, jet. So I don't know. People play a lot of games. Moving on. Not so much this week with Jose and Rachel. They met with each other, with their friends, and, she wants to travel. He wants to save money. Not too much change with them, I saw a future clip where she said something to Jose that I thought was kind of, I don't know what led her to say it, but she said, I can't be married to you. So I don't know what led up to that, but I'm sure it's over his budget ideas. So moving on to Brett and Ryan, not much change there. They get along, but they still, I think Ryan is still kind of taking it slowly. He wants to make sure that he's in the right marriage. I don't know what these people are thinking. I mean, you're linking up with a stranger, first of all. So, I mean, you're taking a huge chance right there. So, I mean, just ride the wave. You hated being single enough to do something outrageous like join Married at First Sight. So if you're brave enough to do that, be brave enough to stick it out. That's my take on it. But my message to Zach, man, you got to man up, homie. You got to stop bringing up stuff and acting like you're so bothered by it because you were hurt in the past. Newsflash. Name somebody who wasn't dating that hasn't been hurt. Name one person that's been in a relationship that that hasn't been hurt, Come on, man. Get over it. Move on. Like I said, you obviously didn't want to be single or you wouldn't have got on the show, so make it work. And my message to Mirla, like I said, she doesn't want to move into Gil's apartment. That's not an option for her. I guess it's not glamorous enough. So Gil's going to have to figure something out. I know he's not going to say, I'm going to have to move into a big old skyscraper just to please Mirla. I know he's not going out that route. He ain't no punk. So he's got to sit down to her and make her realize materialistic people are very shallow and money comes and goes. So you can't base a relationship or marriage on money because, one day you're rich, one day you're not. So what are you going to leave? Are you going to leave every time somebody's money gets low? You're not going to be very happy that way. But am I forgetting anybody? Michaela, Zach, Gil, Mirla, Johnny, Bao, Ryan, and Brett. I don't know. I'm just tired of seeing these dudes having meltdowns, man. Either you like the woman or you don't. And if you like her or love her, make it work. Stop pouting. I'm sure there's some things about you she doesn't like, but she's not, making it public. And Johnny's crying like, oh, why do I keep pointing out the bad stuff? And Why am I man, looking for something perfect or something? Man, if you're gonna do all this, man, I mean, gosh, I wish. Do they give these people psychological tests before they come on the show? Make sure they're, all there. Because some of these people get in front of the camera, and you're like, man, you might need to be in a padded cell. Now I'm just playing. Anyway, let me know what you guys thought of tonight's show of Married at First Sight. Did you watch Unfiltered? I even caught Couples Cam. I'm not a big Couples Cam guy. But who's the guy that got the hernia? I mean, is his wife the coolest or what, man? She has his back no matter what. She's even tempered. She's just very supportive. I mean, she's got to be one of the coolest wives. And, I thought her husband was cool too, but I remember on one show he seemed to blow up over nothing. But I think they're getting along I think they're getting along fine now. But she's a real cool person, so I know some of the other guys are watching that show thinking, man, why did y'all hook me up with somebody like that? But nah. Anyway, this is Jay Roos Theory. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and all that stuff. Yay.